10:50 in the morning, Central Time, United States. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hello. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I am going to do a couple of things here because I have to wait for my chicken to warm up. What do you mean, hamster? What are you saying? You got it in the oven? No. No, it's on the counter. Oh my God. I can hear my mother, rest her soul, already say, oh my God, hamster, you're going to die of salmonella. Oh my God. Mr. Hemi, 4 feet, hello. Shake and bake, wake and bake, Merry Christmas. Even in Canada, it's Christmas. Good to see you. Cold beer. Gone with John. Merry Christmas to you, sir. Good to see you. Hope everything's all right. And all the best to you, your family. Tom Laundrie's here. Hello. Same to you, buddy. All right. So, yeah, I'm just waiting around for my chicken to warm up. What do you mean? Okay. So here's a little trick that I think I learned. You ever cook a chicken and like the insides are kind of not quite right? You know, they're a little bit, a little red. Well, the problem is the inside is cold and the outside ain't. And so the outside, well, basically in order to cook the inside correctly, you basically have to dry out the rest of it. So what I learned, this little trick, don't tell my mother, is you leave it out on the counter for an hour, hour and a half before you cook it. Let it kind of come up to room temperature. And, oh my God, you're going to die of salmonella. No, because you're going to cook the chicken before you eat it. So you're not going to die of salmonella. So no, it's not going to happen. Hingyo Morales, Feliz Navidad, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Godfather Ramadi is here, hello. Stone Reaper is in the building, so is Sharzanabel in Bavaria, Germany. Rusty Rivers, hello, happy Twisted Tea Christmas. Good to see you. Hope everything's all right down in Mississippi. All right. So I was kind of poking around the internet. What are you going to do, right? You're waiting for your chicken to get to room temperature so it can kill you with bacteria. Well, I suppose if you ate it without cooking it, it probably wouldn't be a good day. So I recommend you cook your chicken before you eat it. So it's probably a positive thing to remember is, you can choke your chicken, you don't have to cook it. But if you're going to eat the chicken, you got to cook it. For... what is it about a turkey is an hour a pound or 45 minutes a pound. So this looks like about a 3-pounder. So I would guess maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours, this sucker is going to be done. So what are you going to do to treat it? Well, okay, normally I would salt it. I talked about that yesterday. You salt the chicken. What that does is it pulls the moisture that he said moisture. It pulls the moisture out of the skin, and it gives your skin a better chance to get crispy if you like crispy skin in your roasted turkey or chicken. I do, usually, but then, sometimes I don't. Sometimes even if it's crispy, I don't like it. My taste changed. Fat Dog is here. Hello. Too early for this, hamster. Is it fat? Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for showing up. Let's see. Tanyaj. Inner must reach what? Is it 67 degrees? No, 165, I believe. You're supposed to put the thermometer in by like a leg or thigh somewhere, a thick part. I think it's 165. Don't quote me though. Look it up. Well, wait a minute, hamster. You have the internet. Yes, I do. Oh, God. Chicken, cooking, temperature, internal. I think it's 165, but 165. Poultry, the safe cooking temperature for all poultry products, including ground chicken and turkey, is 165 degrees Fahrenheit. What is that Celsius? What's that centigrade? Let's find out. F2C. Because we have, we got some people using the metric system, and we don't want to get don't want to rip them off here. Christmas morning. 73.8 degrees Celsius or centigrade for you oldsters. All right. Yeah, 165. Yeah. So enjoy your food. I wonder if not a low temp can be used for baking. You can. Yeah. You can. You can. Well, I mean, you can always baste your bird too if you want to. I'm lazy, so I don't. I'd rather just baste me with more beer and torpedoes. I found a spare torpedo actually in the fridge. I was cleaning it out. It's like, oh, look at this! I got another one. Yay! Sergeant Grinch is in the building. Troglodytes here. Hello. Yeah, 165. And then at the end, you could put it on like 450 for 10 minutes or something and kind of crisp up the skin. That works. If you want to do that, sure. That should be okay. But I mean, if you want like your turkey to be juicy, you can baste it, or put. I like to put butter, like in the breast. You peel the skin up, put butter in there, and seasonings and that kind of stuff. It seems to turn out all right. So, but yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how the chicken turns out. I was going to film the preparation of the chicken, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm feeling a little lazy. I'm just kind of relaxed. It's Christmas Day. And really, when I got up this morning and said to myself, and maybe some of you have had some time off, it's Monday already? What the? It's Christmas time. Merry Christmas, MGTOW Outlaw. What's going on, man? Are you cooking turkey or ham today? What's going on down there in Alabama? Now, what are you, turkey or ham? Some people like prime rib. Zombro's probably going to do a steak. And whiskey. Fat Dog has a cooking question, MGTOW. If you might answer him, I'll put it on the screen. How much vodka do I use with 4 scrambled eggs? Well, it really depends on your mood. And Zombro. Speaking of Zombro, speak of the devil, here he is. Hello, Zombro. Hope you're having a great Christmas so far. Are you gonna have steak and scotch, or what are you gonna do something different? Sergeant Grinch, what up? Turkey breast, mashed potatoes, yum. That sounds good. I'm gonna do a chicken, because here's the here's the dealio, and I know this is exciting, so we can talk about shopping and stuff because reasons. Went to the store yesterday. And I was thinking about getting some Cornish game hens, right? The little like 1.5 pound hens. You put them in; they're little chickens. Actually, they are just little chickens. Almost $5 a piece, and that was on sale. And your Cornish game hen is basically a baby chicken, and it's about a poundish. I think these are 22 ounce. They're from Purdue. I think they're Purdue. $5 a piece. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I have to have at least 2 of those. So that's like $10. But then I got like a 4 or 5 pound chicken for under $10. So I thought, I'm going to get the chicken. And plus the hens are frozen. So I'd have to thaw them out. And oh my God, we don't want. Although you can soak, you can do the soak method. I mean, that works. But what about salmonella? I know. So how much vodka goes with 4 scrambled eggs? Well, Fat, you're an old enough guy. You can figure that out. For me, it would be none. I don't want vodka. Ugh. Unless I had a Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary actually sounds pretty good. But we shall live with torpedoes. Godfather of Ramadi, Cornish, is that British? No, they just call them Cornish game hens. It's just a brand. It's probably, excuse me, it's Cornish. So it's European or it's English. It's just mini chickens is all, like 3-week-old chickens. So, but I mean, they're good. I mean, it's, one chicken, one little hen is good basically for one person. You get the leg, you get a breast, it's just a small chicken. Cornish for corn fed, is that it? Yeah, I don't know. Orange juice and triple sec, game hens. Ooh, Grinch, that sounds like a deal. Yeah, Orange juice and triple sec. Oh, well, I've got the orange juice, but no triple sec. I guess I won't do that today. Rusty Rivers has a cooking tip. I cook the Cornish hens in barbecue with a beer can shoved up their ass. Yeah. Yeah, that was a thing for a while, the beer can chicken. They even actually, you could buy a pre-made sort of beer can looking thing. You just, dumped beer in it, I guess. Because I was thinking to myself, me being silly Willy, it's like, wait a minute. So you put a can of Budweiser up the chicken's ass. Isn't the paint going to melt and the paint on the beer can? Salmonella. Michelle Guevara, yes. Bloody Mary named after some English bloke's wife. An exclamation at the amount of vodka. Hey, Bloody Mary's pretty good. I actually like the mixer more than the drink. I just enjoy that tomato juice with the Tabasco in there. It's good. It's delicious. Eric Zombro says, yes, leave half a beer in the can. It evaporates into the chicken. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, in this house, we put beer in the cook. We don't we don't put it in the chicken. Bloody Mary. It's tomato Worcestershire sauce. It's got some other like Tabasco and various other nasty chemicals in it, but it's good. I like it. Actually, we'll mix that with a beer to get a bloody beer with the the Bloody Mary sauce, Bloody Mary mixer with the beer. Okay, yes. Point just added flavor. Paint just added flavor. God damn it, Rusty. I'm sure it did too, probably. Fat Dog says, I'll just buy the chicken down at the store. Yeah, well, you can do that normally, Fat, but it's Christmas Day, so most stores are not open. The beer store's open, but they don't have roasted chickens. Legend had it, the Bloody Mary was made for author Tabasco and salt and pepper. Oh, okay. I do have some Tabasco sauce, so I should have thought ahead. Ernest Hemingway, yeah, well, that sounds like something. Ernest was a big drinker. he liked to drink. That was apparently he. There was a drink that he made very, very popular. Was it the Cuba Libre or something? Yeah, he loved his alcohol. He was there. Psycho is here. Hello, Psycho. Merry Christmas. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Old Northeast trick. What's the Northeast trick? Bloody Mary mixed with shrimp cocktail. Oh, no, I haven't. That, that sounds like it might be all right. They're similar, I suppose. What's his face? Old Man in the Sea. Yeah, Hemingway. Yeah. One of the drinks he liked. Maybe it was Tom Collins. Oh, shit. Okay. We have the internet. We can use it. Hold on. Hemingway, famous drink. What did he get? The Daquiri, apparently. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, the Papa Doble, or the Hemingway Daquiri. So he invented the Daquiri, which I still don't even know what a Daquiri is. I suppose it's rum and something, probably. Yeah, rum. Rum-pa-pum, rum. Well, Godfather of Ramadi, I think Ernest Hemingway, the author, drank just about anything he could get his hands on. He was kind of a bit of an alcoholic. Turns out that I believe he drank himself to death. So it was, he overdid. He overindulged just a little bit, but he was that kind of dude. And his books are good too. I've read several. I think, was it The Sun Also Rises was one of his, and then The Old Man in the Sea, and probably some other ones. But he's a good writer. And the Sun Also Rises was about the bulls running in Pamplona, I believe. So I read that. It's a good book. Good book. Fish Got Nukes. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Fishy. I can smell you from here. Oh my God. It smells like 1,000 dead vaginas. Ah! Let's see. Ooh, Papa. Let's see. Hold on. They're going fast. There we go. Daiquiri to me, something fancy women and fancy dudes order. Ah, I see. Yeah, I don't know what a daiquiri is. I drink a daiquiri is like a margarita. I don't know. Well, shit, I've still got the website up here. What is it? What are the ingredients in a Hemingway daiquiri? 2 ounces of white rum, a half ounce of maraschino liquor, 3/4 ounce lime juice, freshly squeezed, half ounce grapefruit juice, freshly squeezed, garnished with a lime. That sounds good. Sounds very refreshing. Grapefruit juice and lime juice. Oh yeah. Sounds very tropical, doesn't it? Probably because he hung out in Key West a lot. Yeah. I think I went to, I don't know if I toured the place, but he had a big place in Key West, and he's also famous for the 6-toed cats. I'm sure if you guys know the story of Hemingway, he had this thing for 6-toed cats, and so apparently there are a lot of 6-toed cats in Key West because of Ernest Hemingway, and they keep the 6-toed cats there, yeah, in remembrance. And they're kitties, they're kitty cats. Yeah, I know Rusty. Yeah, he was a Key West boy. He he liked Key West. And I don't think he was in charge of the chickens, but he liked the 6-toed cats. And if you've never been to Key West, guys, and I think Rusty, you've probably been there, but for those who have not been, when you walk around Key West, Florida, the chickens run wild. There's wild chickens I think they're wild. There's chickens everywhere. And I don't know, it's a Key West thing. It's the Conch Republic. They do crazy things down in Key West, but it's cool. The chickens are there. They crow in the morning. Good. Let's see who's here. The Ducks in 1977. I'm 18 and my parents got me drinking whiskey. Okay. There you go. And grandma comes over to the house, or your other relatives, and hopefully you have some Mogan David or something to calm down the inevitable fights between people. All right. Hemingway Day looks like it. Yeah. Key West is kind of neat. Peace be upon you as well, Resurgence. Good to see you. I got kicked out of his house because I was trying to fish. Yeah, I believe that, Rusty. I do. Did you go to the marker? I mean, everybody does, right? The southernmost point in the United States. You got to go to the marker down there. So yeah, the Key West is interesting. Don't expect a lot of beaches though, because beaches formed by the waves hitting the over millions of years, right? Well, there's not a lot of waves in the Florida Straits, at least not constant. So it's pretty. I was kind of surprised. It's like, where's the beaches? It's Key West. Well, I think one place that we went, I was with a chick. Oh my God, Marathon Key, which was really neat. I believe they actually imported sand to put it on the beach. I don't know, but I saw dolphins and shit. Yeah, Southernmost Point, 90 miles from Cuba. That is correct, sir. Easter Sunday. Merry Christmas, sir. Good to see you. And let's see, Ravan is here. Merry Christmas. God, I got to get some reading glasses. Wait, I can blow up the screen. Oh my God. Oh God. What's wrong with me? Sharzanabel says beer, scotch, and moonshine. What was that sand attached to I can't read it. Was that sand attached? No. They go get sand from other places that have sand, I guess. I mean, Rusty could probably tell us. It's excuse me. Let's see. Hold on. Rusty says Mississippi has the largest man-made beach in the world. Probably, yeah. Yeah, if you're not on a big ocean with a lot of churning waves and a lot of tides and shit, you don't get as much sand as you might think. You get some, of course, but we went to this national park or something, and they have mangrove swamps, and I'm sure Rusty, you're familiar with all this stuff. But mangroves, basically, there's a life cycle of mangroves where you get, is it brown mangroves and then green mangroves. It's the way nature works, right? The mangroves can actually suck the salt out of the water to stay alive. So they actually, there's salt all over their leaves and stuff. It's interesting, how life adapts to, the conditions. But yeah, mangrove swamps are right along the sort of, I don't know, you call it brackish water. It's salty water, but it's ocean, but it's not. There's no waves or nothing. There's tide probably, but that kind of thing. So Psycho says, I hate sand. It makes my balls itch. Yeah. And if you ever try to do the nasty bits in sand, well, everybody's going to have a bad day. So don't do it. All right. Mangroves look very cool underwater. Yeah, well, I've never been underwater, but I remember this guy was really interesting because is it the mangrove or is some other tropical tree down there that grows? That's very, very, it's like poison ivy to some degree. And it causes blisters and sun sensitivity. And I don't know what the plant is. It's not poison ivy. It's something else. But this guy was completely immune. It didn't bother him. His genetics didn't allow it to bother him. So, he was picking this stuff up. He says, but if you do this, your hands are going to fall off and you won't be able to choke your chicken anymore. It's like, oh my God, I'm not going to touch that. No way. No way. Sand is getting rare because of all the dams in the river. Yeah, maybe. Woman grow. Let's see. Oddly non-binary alphabet people grove. So there you go. Yeah, Rusty says, Andro Act is one of the best filtration systems to keep water clean. Yeah. And sure enough, they suck in the seawater and they sweat the sand, the salt out. Just fascinating the way nature adapts. It's really, really cool. Shark Dentures is here. Hello, Shark. All right. So should we do a video? I'm still waiting for my chicken to get warmed up. We'll look at whose channel has really grown immensely. This is Wife School, I think her name is. Wife School. There, hold on. Happy Wife School. I'm trying to detach you. Thank you. All right, hold on. What's her name? Happy Wife School. She's up to 44,000 subs already. And I think I ran into her starting at maybe, she had a couple thousand. So she's really growing. So, all right, let's, what is this video called? Lack of empathy. Why your wife dismisses your fifi.
As women, we're pain avoiders. And we all know it. That's why we don't want conflict. We don't want to address the issues. We'll do anything to avoid anything that's going to make us emotionally uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Especially having her big man crying all over. Oh my God, I got a paper cut today at work. I didn't want to handle it. As Terrence Bopp says, if your dog dies, your best friend falls off a building, your parents die, you have permission to cry. But no other time in front of your woman, right? You want to go cry by yourself and she's not around, feel free. Cry at a movie, fine. Just not in front of her, okay? Because nothing dries up her Sahara Desert more than you crying in front of her. Fat dog, hamster, the chicken will get warmer if you put it in. It'll also get dried out. Oh my God, what am I going to do with this guy? He's crazy. He's fat. Are you drinking this morning, Fat? It is Christmas. I imagine the old man is probably tanked by this time. I'll probably have to call him tomorrow because there's no point. If he's drunk, you can't even talk to him. Ian Blades is here from Scotland. Hello. Oh, I hope your Christmas is good. I heard one of the only places in the United Kingdom where there's snow is Scotland in the mountains. Isn't that crazy? What is the temperature, hamster? It is about 57 degrees, if you can believe it. Godfather Ramadi is drinking. Good for you. Good for you. 9 o'clock on Christmas Day, drinking cognac. I just wish the range was open so I can play with my... Yeah. Yep.
So when we have our walls up, there's no ability to access our own feelings.
Right.
Then I can't let in the feelings of another. Empathy, the reason
Right.
As with our walls up, we have no empathy. And empathy requires us to slow down.
Well, I didn't say you were drunk. Mr. Fat. I just said, are you drinking? I certainly am. It's after 1800, 6 o'clock p.m. in France. And Michelle is drinking.
And actually let in. So if your husband is telling you, I constantly.
Yeah, it is, Shark. It's a really odd year for us in Missouri, St. Louis. It's barely going to cool off even by New Year's Day. It's only going to be in the 40s, which is crazy. It's about 20 degrees over normal, which God only, Greta Thunberg, or carbon dioxide, or whatever, something, I guess.
We feel wronged by you. I constantly feel like you hate me and you have no desire for me.
I don't hate you, dear. Trust me. Ian Blade says too warm for snow. Yeah. Well, like I said, it's in the 50s Fahrenheit. So that's going to be, so what, 15, 17 degrees centigrade, something like that, probably. Summer's going to be lit. Yes, Ravan.
In order to have empathy and let in and be humble and be in humility and vulnerable to what our husbands are trying to help us see of their experience in the relationship, we have to be willing to slow down and go into our own human experience of when we have felt those ways. And we don't.
Yeah. Well, and of course, this channel, she's trying to talk to other women, right? It's not really advice for men, although she gives some man advice, but it's more for women. So, because I'm already shaking my head like, no.
Don't want to open up Pandora's box to have to let in what it feels like to be shamed and made wrong. And as women, we all have that experience. As I've said,
in the 70s in the panhandle of FLA, Florida.
Before, as cruel as we are to men.
Oh, God. I must have clicked on a video game at some point a few months ago, and all my ads were some dumb video game like that. It's probably a fucking scam. It's probably a virus, Come on.
We are 10 times crueler to each other as women. Take a look at some of the hate.
I mean, that's true. Psycho. You're not wrong. But eventually, I mean, she's a little older, right? She's probably in her 30s. So maybe she has some advice for the young girls, but will they listen? Probably not.
Comments from women in my videos. Ladies, there's your answer.
Ian Blade says 6 degrees and heavy rain in Scotland. Yeah, that's a nice cool day.
That's the shame. That's the shaming. And as women, we've all been shamed by other women, or we've been shamed by bad boys.
Yeah, Raymond, I don't know. I don't know how old she is. I don't know anything about her, except I run into the channel once in a while. So.
And we have to actually let ourselves go into those experiences of ourselves where we have felt wronged and shamed and made to feel inadequate. We've all had that human experience. It's part of life. But because we have our walls up and we don't want to dare go into that and have to.
Yeah, laundry. We had a blizzard last Christmas. It was 15 or 17 below zero on Christmas Day. It was fucking cold. That's cold for Missouri, man. I had guys I work with, their pipes were bursting and all kinds of nasty shit.
Face our own pain. We have no capacity to do that for our husbands and let in what they're trying to tell us and what they're trying to help us see of how they feel in the relationship. Empathy.
Well, I mean, because you run across some women are like, it's not my job to be your therapist. Oh my God. That's more usually a dating thing. Once you get married, hopefully it gets better, but it probably won't.
Requires vulnerability. It requires us to actually go into that experience and see how we have felt that.
Okay, can I just cut in here, ma'am? Women will do whatever they have to do to keep the fucking financial train running. Right? It's all that matters. She doesn't, and I hate to be cruel, and I know it's Christmas Day. We should be happy. But they will only get interested in something, in my opinion, if it affects them directly. Financially, even sexually, the husband can't get a boner, whatever. She might get upset about that. Aside from that, don't care.
So the reason that your husband wants you to watch my videos
Sergeant Grinch says it's 98.6 degrees in Uranus. Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
And wants you to hear what I'm saying. This is really important.
K-Plan is here. Hello.
It is not to make you wrong.
I know, Psycho. We have been streaming on and off and talking in chat for not quite a decade, almost 9 years next year. So yeah, it's been a while. So always good to see you, Psycho. Glad everything's all right.
He is not trying to blame you. He's not trying to hurt you. That's the key difference with good men and women.
Yeah.
Good men have no malice. They might rebel. They might react to how we're making them feel, but it's reasonable, and they are not doing it from a place of malice to punish us, to retaliate, to make us feel bad and wrong.
Moon is here. Hi, Moon. Merry Christmas. Good to see you. Always good to see the moon come on.
Good men can see some of the things I'm talking about of what we do as women, and good men are the first to say, well, I can do that too. But good men have to realize that they're doing that in response to the emasculation, that there's no malice. As women with our walls up and our blame, we are malicious in our shaming and making men and our husbands wrong and bad.
Yes. See, this is why I listen to her. She gets it to some degree. She knows how evil women can be. And sometimes I'm not even sure it's malicious. It might just be like a lizard brain reaction or something. I don't know. But some women are maliciously nasty to men, for sure.
So especially when your husband asks you to watch my videos and listen to what I'm teaching, he's not doing it to try to make you wrong and bad. He is fighting for you, and he is fighting for the relationship. He would love nothing more than to have his wife back that he married, and would love nothing more to have the woman again that he fell in love with.
Age of Machines is here. Merry Christmas. I notice there's no version of this story where the woman is just wrong. No, because women are never wrong. They're perfect angels. They're not human beings flawed like men. No. It's only men. It's the testosterone or some bullshit. It's always something like that. I don't want to get all crazy. It's just, whatever. I bought a P90 for Christmas. Funny how okay. I didn't know that.
Because good men actually really do fall in love with us. It's why a good man can be treated poorly in a relationship, yet he still sees all the wonderful things about us and adores us.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do home math. We'll do a couple of home maths, but it's that the guy is pretty damn observant about how human beings operate. We'll say that.
So he's asking you to watch this. And maybe this is a video that good men, this is a video you can share with your wife to try to help her see that you
father of Ramadi. How could you say that?
Feelings, and this is your experience in the
You're
relationship.
evil.
So ladies, if your husband has asked you to watch this video, he is fighting for you. He is fighting for the marriage. And he's fighting for himself because he doesn't want to continue to go on this way.
Raymond says, never been in love. I'm sorry. You shouldn't be scared to, but be prepared that there's things, I like women. Don't get me wrong. I would, sure. They're fun, but they're not men. They don't think the way men do. We're different, Equally valuable as human beings, or women actually more valuable because they can have babies. But the point is, we are different. And that's what the fembots cannot comprehend. They don't want to know. They know. They just don't want to admit that men and women, no, we're all androgynous robots in the capitalist, whatever.
And it took tremendous courage.
Or communists,
and tremendous bravery.
Johnny Midnight.
For him to even approach you and come to you and ask you to watch this or ask you to take a listen to the things that I talk about. because he knows in approaching you and asking you to watch this video or any of my other videos that he is going to face the potential wrath and scorn you are going to give him.
Bill Burr is married though, isn't he? Yeah, well, he's a comedian, but he's been married for a while. If I'm not mistaken, he's married. So
Or even suggesting that you have some of the traits, the woman ways that I talk about.
Man, I'm glad you stopped by to say Merry Christmas. Got real sick over the past day. I think it'd be good to go. Have some hot chicken soup and, get better, man. Take care of your health. Because really, it's the only thing you have. Take care of yourself when you're feeling bad, Oh, but men never do that. They never go to the doctor. Yeah. Well, sometimes you just get the flu. You don't have to go to the fucking hospital emergency room if you have the flu. Okay, Jesus.
In my videos. So you can know, pardon me for a second.
Every time I apply a liquid concealer, I feel like I've aged myself by 10 years.
Look how radiant. Okay, you're radiant. Yes.
You can
know. Good stopping point. Let's go back and see if we can find some.
All right, everyone. This is the ick indicator. It is a quick reference to help you understand and avoid the ick.
Yeah. See, the thing is, and he obviously gets it. This is Ho Math. Ho_math. If you want to go look at his stuff, he's got nice illustrations and stuff. It's cute. I think it's a good channel. He's up to about 250-ish, and growing like crazy. But the thing about ick, the thing about all this bullshit, if you look good, you're tall, you're handsome, you got the abs. It doesn't fucking matter what you do. Nothing is ick. If a woman is attracted to you, nothing is ick. If a woman is not attracted to you, everything is ick. It's a binary. Go.
As well as to diagnose women who are experiencing icks at an unsalvageable level. Type 1 icks are not masculine enough. That's when you try to do something and you don't do it very well. 5th degree type 1 icks are things...
See, I kind of half disagree a little bit with him here. I understand his point, but Ho Math is... I'm not sure he's quite getting the whole concept. But he'll eventually get there. Yeah, go ahead.
You really should be able to do, like moving out on your own or hammering in a nail. If you can't do that, you really should expect this to happen. Each degree of ick is more severe, so the lower you go, the more it's time to find a new girlfriend. If she gets the ick because you're waiting in line, it's probably time to start asking questions. Type 2 icks are feminine.
That's if she starts picking at stupid little shit, oh my God, I can't believe you've got brown socks with your black shoes or some fucking crap that doesn't matter. Makes no difference to anyone in the fucking world. Or, oh my God, I can't believe you used the black belt with your brown pant. Who gives a shit? If she's nitpicking you to that point, it's fucking over. Okay? It's not meant to be. Go get another one. Go find another girlfriend.
When you are affected by the environment.
Yeah, his point is doing comedy. Of course it is. Yeah.
So again, up here at the 5th degree, if you're scared of a bug or something to that degree, that's really on you. But the lower down we go, the less understandable they get. These are all based on true stories. I heard a girl tell her boyfriend, "I can't believe you're scared of bears. You should be scared of bears." So that's the ick indicator. It should help you understand what the ick...
Again, the more and more she's not attracted to you, the more she's going to pick and knit and, oh my God, you can't believe you don't want to drive at night in the rain because your eyes aren't very good. What kind of a man are you?
Is it how to avoid it? And also,
it's over by then, guys. It's over.
And when to just get rid of the girl.
Yeah, it's over by then. So if she's nitpicking this kind of shit on you, it's done. Don't even worry about it. All right, let's see if we can find some more Ho Math. Let's see. We'll go to, let's see here. There's a Forever Fuck Boy. Triangles. Let's see. I was watching these earlier. Let's see. Oh, God. Yeah. All right. Let's try this one. All right.
The fasting mimicking diet is exactly what it says. It is a diet that makes your body believe that it is fasting while...
Since when did we start listening to women? Well, I mean, just all you hear is wow, 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 wow. Oh, you ever? And he actually has one in here, and we'll try to find it. You ever, you're in a relationship or whatever, even somebody at work, if she's female. Can you please get to the fucking point? You can't come out and say it like if you're at work. But it's like, I don't care what flower she had her desk and her pictures of her kids in a pink frame. Get to the fucking point. What are you trying to tell me? I don't want to hear all this other extraneous nonsense. I mean, hey, it's Christmas, so we're being easy on it.
You still have the ability to.
Right, go ahead.
It's a woman here going to tell you what a woman wants.
What a woman wants. Yeah, well, it'd be the first fucking time any woman knows exactly what. Oh, God. Shark dentures, look at the state of the world. We should have started. Yes. Yes, our forefathers were too busy thinking about getting laid. That's why. They didn't give a shit about the future generations, I hate to see. Even my father was a part of this whole fucking bullshit, voted for the whole fucking thing, and now here we are to deal with the mess. And he's 89 years old. He's going to go off the planet very soon, and he doesn't care. Yet, if you're a young man, 20 years old, you got 60, 70 more years of dealing with this bullshit. And oh my God,
Do women know what they want? No. We may never know. If they do, they refuse to tell us. Take a listen.
Yeah.
Holly posted this. A woman requires love and admiration. This was one response. Women do not want men who are overly interested.
Is that all they said?
So I think where guys get this confused, because I get what you're saying. Women don't want men who we haven't formed any deep connection or bond with just to act like this, and especially.
See, now, of course, this young woman here would define deep connection or bond with, he's fucking hot. Oh my God, he's tall. Look at him. That's the deep connection she just formed. The undeep and bad connection she formed when she looks at me, oh my God, he's creepy. You see, you think this has to be some long relation. No. She knows within about 10 seconds whether she would fuck you or not. And if you're not in the fuckable one, you're a creep. It's very simple. And Mr. Homath will get to some of this eventually.
They're going too hard, too fast. Women want this treatment from men that they are already deeply in love with.
So that's simple enough. Give her attention when she likes you and not when she doesn't. Wait for her to say she likes you first.
This is something.
I mean, how easy is that? Just wait for her to like you and then nothing is icky. Okay.
Men have to do. They have to lead. Men have to be the one to lay down their pride first.
What? So for a relationship to work, we have to give you attention after you are deeply in love with us.
I mean, clearly, why don't you understand that, you evil man? I'm not interested in getting any attention from you unless I already like you. Okay. And how do you know if you like me? You're tall, handsome, and good looking.
Which we have to initiate before we know that you. Oh, darn it all.
I promise you, if you know that you.
Do you? You promise me. You had not enough self-control in your life. You put a fucking partial sleeve on your arm. I wonder, fairly or unfairly, if that says something about your personal self-control. Yeah? Maybe?
Your girl loves you.
Okay, but how do we get to that point? That's what men are asking and what women will never tell us.
Right.
Let's ask someone else.
I don't need a guy to be like.
I don't need a guy.
I don't care about money. It's not something that I like have as a requirement.
If you don't care about money, that means you come from money. Look at your car. Look at your haircut. Come on now. Don't bullshit. I don't care about money because you already have it. Daddy's got you financed. God almighty.
So how'd your last date go?
This man linebacker shoved me away from the cash register when I pulled out my wallet. He said, "You're with me. You're never going to pay for anything when you're."
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now, I wonder, she doesn't care about money, but how much you want to bet she only dates in her class? Which has money.
With me. Why did my womb feel so empty?
So it's really simple. You have to give her loads
Did you get moist? Oh, Roger, that was moist. Juicy.
of investment after she's already fallen in love with you.
Juicy,
and if you want to
juicy.
get there,
Right.
then giving her investment won't work, except when it works right away. Women will always get upset if you say that they don't know what they want. But sometimes if you ask them what they want and then give it to them, they don't like it. This is very
Okay. This is a very important point. I'm going to turn it back here just a little bit. Listen carefully, guys. I don't know where this guy came up with this stuff, but he says it in plain English. And, oh, I've never been in love. Oh my God, women. Here is the most important part of this video. Ready?
But sometimes if you ask them what they want and then give it to them, they don't like it. This is very confusing to men. I gave you what you wanted. Why don't you like it? Oh, well, because I didn't want it from you. So they're not lying about what they want. They're just not always want it to men. I gave you what you wanted. Why don't you like it? Oh, well, because I didn't want it from you. So they're not lying about what they want. They're just not always going to tell you if they want it from you.
JW is here. Merry Christmas. Good to see you, JW. Yeah. Yeah. Explains it in very, very simple language. And it's even got pictures for men because, you know, we're knuckle dragging heathens. Oh my God. Let's try this one. Go ahead. Another ad.
I just took a mood aroused gummy.
Ooh.
Since not everyone is a total stoner like my husband,
Guilty.
mood takes the guesswork out of cannabis. So
Hey, Hemi, this is a commercial for you, bro.
you know exactly how you're gonna feel. Whether you're a guru or just trying it for the first time.
D-Man, 50 is in the building. D-Man, good to see you. Merry Christmas, sir. Merry Christmas.
I have been asked why promiscuous behavior is bad, because it doesn't feel bad, at least not while you're doing it. I'm updating my old drawings. My answer is going to be a long YouTube video. I basically said it takes people's motivations away and it turns your civilization into a garbage dump. There we go, there's an update. And that is
he's not wrong. Not
a
wrong.
good reason, but another reason is that it just doesn't make you happy in the long run. This part is fun. Don't do it though.
Yes, the guru of ganja. Mr. Heavy. Ooh, excuse me. Wow, the beer is extra frothy today when it comes back up.
Here's a short story about how that works.
Okay.
Do it. I know we all have the idea of like a celebrity hall pass. We all have that one person we'd give it all up for, right?
You know, yeah, but that's just a stupid conversation people have. They don't really mean it. Except today, it seems the modern women actually think it's a real deal. Oh my God! If you got to pay, who would you fuck? Could be a shit test.
Don't do it. I literally fell in love this weekend with one of my celebrity crushes. I'm trying to tell myself it wasn't real. I like the idea more that I made it up than to think about the fact that it happened.
Again,
they're not texting.
I'm sorry. It's just irrelevant. Whatever she says, it doesn't matter. It's like, I don't care. I mean, she's kind of half cute and everything. What did she say? I don't give a shit. Just get to the point. Yes, my stomach is inside my body. So far, so good.
I'm in so much pain. When you hit like a high like that, what do you mean? I'm just supposed to go back to like real life?
Part of what she means by real life is the guys who will text her afterwards who she is no longer interested in because she is now stuck on her highest setting. I've talked about this before. Girls tend to get stuck on their favorite guy from the past, and then everyone else who shows up after that is kind of second place.
Is less than. Yeah. Stuck in. Yeah, that's actually really good. I like the way he puts that. But it's true. You get that one alpha Chad, you know, college, whatever, you know, everything came together perfectly. You came, he came, everybody's coming everywhere. It sticks with you forever. And everyone else who doesn't do the same thing to you, young lady, is lesser. Oh my God, he's icky. Oh, he's cute and everything. But oh my God, I remember Chad. He got to. You know the drill,
I
guys.
went on Michael Sartain's podcast. Go check it out. It's right here. He told me about a celebrity who used to go through 30 girls a night.
30
And
girls
for
a
the
night.
rest of their
Wow,
lives,
all
the
right.
girls would say they used to date him. Imagine going the rest of your life comparing everybody to a celebrity who never called you.
Yep.
Men might not do the same thing, but too much experience can hurt your ability to bond. Relationships always have consequences. Look at the mood she's.
I mean, what do we do? I mean, if you just happen to date, in the modern sense of the word, some really hot chick, way out of your league one night, you get, what do you do? What do I don't know. It's like, well, that was interesting, but do you judge the rest of the women that you meet based on this number 10? I don't know. Maybe guys do. I know girls do that though.
Spend your consequences intelligently. That's the green lines. Notice how they're less steep. Don't spend your life thinking about somebody who isn't there.
Yeah. And I have to say, I did get one-itis once or twice. It's just not worth it, right? When she makes the decision to toss you and go with another, it's over. It's never going to be, it's never going to happen, right? Just not going to be the same. Oh, you left me for some other dude. I love you. Roger, we got a simp here in the cabin. Just go get a different one. But she's the best ever. Yeah, there's 8 billion people in the world. I'm sure there's another one you can find that you'll be happy with. If that's your thing, if you want to go for that. But once you get stuck in high gear with these women, they will not ever forget Chad, Tyrone, Juan. And I suppose some guys are true, or the same, but I don't know. Conform to reality. Okay, let's look at, okay, all right. Stupid game commercial. Goody.
Not like this.
Now, this woman is physically attractive, right? She's got a nice face, except for the fucking nose ring, right? Come on. And the tattoos and all this other shit. She's attractive. So why is she alone? Think about it.
Just like.
She's saying that most men have.
Okay, let me just preempt the video here just a little bit.
Just like.
Why would you do this to yourself? Look at the tats on this woman. Why would you do that? Is that some kind of a mental issue? It's got to be something. Because, Roger that. The little tattoo might be attractive, but not a whole fucking sleeve. Do you understand that? And the nose ring and all that other shit. Okay, go ahead. Go.
She's saying that most men have very feminine wives. They don't go after tattooed buff girls. That's exactly what I was saying yesterday. If you're a woman,
imagine that.
More masculine.
Imagine that. We want women who are women, not basically testosterone-fueled chicks who lift weights and all. And I mean, there's something to be said about that too. But no.
And then fewer men will prefer it. And there's nothing wrong with it. I think she looks great. But then again, my life is kind of. You might not want to appeal to my demographic.
There you go.
So this girl is a victim of the do whatever you want mentality. It completely slipped by her that fewer men prefer. You might not want to appeal to my demographic. So this girl is a victim of the do whatever you want mentality.
Do whatever you want, and there shall be no consequences for thus. Let's not forget about that part. Do what I want, no consequences. And if there are, I'm oppressed, and I'm a victim of the evil society that we live in, and we need to change the whole fucking society because I should be able to do what I want without consequences. Consequence-free life. I did a video on it.
Completely slipped by her that fewer men prefer the look that she chose. And I'm not saying that you have to conform to the world, but you do have to conform to reality. If you want people to like you, then you have to be what they like. And if you want to be something else, then you're going to get the people who like whatever that is. Choose carefully. I am learning.
But it shouldn't be that way. This is clearly some mental issue with this woman. You just don't do this and this and this unless there's a problem in your schmetzen. Yeah, a schmetzen in your you need a Krankenwagen. Yeah, do it.
I am learning more and more about tattoos. I guess people with tattoos like other people with tattoos.
Maybe.
So at least you know who you're looking for. Or
okay, let me go back to this though. I like this chart.
I am learning more and more about this.
Okay, let me find the freaking chart. God damn it! Where's the chart?
You want people to like you, that you have to
stop it. It's the Lord's birthday. Hamster. I know. I'm sorry.
Conform to the world.
Merry Christmas, everyone. All right, let's go.
But you do have to conform to reality. If you
did I miss it again? There we go. Okay. Now I like these charts here. Because these are called normal curves, normal distribution. And this is, for example, he's got female height here, male height here. Most of us are in the first or second sigma. Now, I don't want to get all mathy on you and shit, but 3 sigma is out here somewhere, right? So 1 or 2 sigma is here. The vast majority of people are in that ball game. 63% of us within 1 sigma, okay? And so you look at this and it's very easily seen, right? Here's what guys want. Here's what girls think they want, except not this one. She wants one down here. Way beyond the 3 sigma. Riggs is here, farting in my direction. Merry Christmas, Riggs. Good to see you.
And I'm not saying that you have to.
So you big sexy man, you. How's the how's the weather up in where are you at? Omaha or Council Bluffs or something? Sorry, Council Bluffs would be Iowa. No. Okay, let's do another one. Go ahead.
This entire wall is going to be a gun wall. System I chose.
I mean, that's yeah.
Gun wall build.
Let's see it.
Be from the good folks at Hold Up Display. I've got my studs marked.
He's got a beard. Then he's got a tattoo. You know, for some reason, tattoos on some men are kind of sexy.
Now,
you know what I mean?
It should be pretty easy. Put your panel up here. Make sure she's good and level.
Yeah, level that fucking thing.
You think Ryan fucking Gosling is average?
I do. I think he's average. Now,
Ryan Gosling is average. We're all complete. We may as well just stop dating.
Okay.
Well, but that's the point. If Ryan Gosling is fucking average, or some of those beefcakes, the new get, you know, Ryan Reynolds or whoever it is, those guys are average. What chance do we have? We don't.
That's basically my thesis statement. We have so much in common. Women love to say that they're too good for movie stars, even though they're not. Why are they doing that? Let's look closer. What does it mean to be average? If you think
indeed
average means half above and half below, I hope you don't have an important job. Imagine there's 1,000 people with $1 and 1 person with $1 million. The average is $1,000 with 1,000 people below and only 1 above.
No, half above and half below is mean. But okay, go ahead. If you're within 1 sigma of the mean in a normal distribution curve, you are average. 1 sigma.
That's how women perceive men. A few men are so attractive and many men are so unattractive that Ryan Gosling would be this pathetic little character. So nearly all men can be less attractive than Ryan Gosling, and Ryan Gosling can still be average, if that's how she feels. But it's not. How do we know? Because most men are less attractive than Ryan Gosling. And yet, many men are in relationships with women. That would mean one of two things. Either virtually zero women are attracted to their husbands and boyfriends, or they are pretending to
I don't know if he's bringing the pain there, but he's bringing the stank. You know, Riggs, he's a stinky
believe
bastard.
that movie stars are not good enough for them. Why would they do that? Validation. I'm working on a video about delusions that the different kinds of people have. I'm working on 1,000 videos. I promise Self-Maximize is coming. And one of the more common delusions from about here down is to pretend that attractive people are not good enough for you to make yourself appear more attractive. I've heard people say, for example, that Margot Robbie is mid. This
Margot Robbie's attractive. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she's not the most beautiful woman in the world, but she, hey, how you
came up
doing?
with safe search on moderate. And since men rate women pretty fairly, that would mean half the women in the world are more attractive. I've been to LA, it's not that good. One rule that's worked out great for me is don't listen to what people say, watch what they do. So when people say things like this,
walk down the street. For me, he would be average.
don't take it seriously. Instead, check on who they're dating so we can avoid these feelings.
You think Ryan fucking Gosling
Yes,
is
I
average?
do. I think he's.
I can tell we're going to be great friends.
Ryan Gosling, yeah. Well, I mean, he's a different looking guy. Isn't he Canadian? He's got to be Canadian. Roger, I believe he's Canadian. All right, let's see what else we have. Just be psychic. Did we do this?
I've been using these for months now. I wasn't sure what to expect, but once I tried these, I never went back.
Oh, okay.
Easy to put on side belt loops and never needs adjustment while wearing.
A long time. It's because in the moment I do, but I would love for you to.
Understanding women begins with remembering the times that your friends asked you to go out and then you said no and you secretly wanted them to make you. Sometimes women want you to ask again, and sometimes if you ask again, then you're basically a criminal. And you have to just know which one is which, and you don't, and I do, because I know how to listen to this part of my brain.
No, I'll make it easier than Mr. Homath is doing here. If you're attractive, 6 foot tall, abs of steel, it's probably the try again. If you're 99% of the rest of men, don't. It's very, very simple.
Nobody's going to like this answer, but the way that I tell the difference between a no and a come here no is I get a feeling behind my ribs.
Get a feeling.
I'm not sure where it comes from. I'm going to have to write it down and work
Firo Ravash, you like the hamster as an astronaut, did you? Well, let me just fix that up for you because I still have. Yes, I have the magic power. That sounds like Rush. Didn't they do a song, Magic Power? Up to Ask Hemi 4-Speed. There you go. See? Astronaut hamster. All right. Now we're cooking with gasoline. Let's get back to it. Go ahead.
For a while, it's going to take me hours, but it's just like my tummy tells me whether it's a go away or try harder. You got to connect your subconscious to your conscious mind. You got to widen this pipe. And theirs already is well connected, and they expect you to be able to do that, and you can't, and they don't know how to tell you to be. And you also cannot say, hey, do you want me to keep trying? Because then they'll say no, even if it's yes. Try thinking.
Psycho says, I'm 5'8", bench 285, and I've got a beer gut. Yeah, welcome to average. Except, 285 benching. I don't know if that's good or not, but sounds good. I don't know.
About how you feel and then say it out loud.
Hamster. Thank you, Tom.
Maybe you'll get it.
Maybe.
Hey,
you'll
Ryan
get
Reynolds here with a new Mint customer who's.
Ryan Reynolds here, who is just average looking. Totally
As his name is Greg.
That's because my name is Greg.
Well, Greg, why'd you sign up for Mint?
Well, the buy 3 months, get 3 months free is a pretty great deal.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, yeah, his Ryan Reynolds' wife isn't ugly.
And the servants.
Gee.
Gets great reviews.
Yeah, I don't know if it works in the North Pole though.
I'm not Santa.
Okay, Greg.
The Christmas tree, I want to see your donkeys. What? I don't know what I said. Who cares? Let's see. Should we look at the North Pole? Finland. There we go. There are some people. Yeah, we got people in Finland. It's 3 below zero, probably 3 below centigrade. Yes, because it is Finland. And in Finland, they use the metric system like they do in Canada, except for certain things and stuff. And there's people taking pictures of Santa. Nice young family here. You got a bunch of kids. So cool. Yeah. Well, we thought we'd check in.
A long time. It's because
See what's gonna, I mean, you never know what's gonna happen. All right. Never, ever, ever.
How come they can literally never, ever, ever tell when we're flirting?
It is because when you are flirting and when you are trying to escape, you do the same things.
You can sit there.
Yeah, it's an easy way to tell if you're a man. If you're hot, 6 foot or more, attractive, with abs, and a Lamborghini or a Bugatti. Roger, the Bugatti is ready for you. Then they'll know.
And go, yeah, hopefully I'll see you soon. Her eyes are like so pretty. You're texting them, calling them handsome, laughing at all of their jokes.
Sometimes these behaviors are genuine. The smiles and the compliments and the giving us the phone number.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you'll know if you are in possession of a human body that's hot. Mystery Man is here. Merry Christmas, Mystery Man.
Sometimes they're genuine. And sometimes it is like a moth that has snake eyes on it. It's intended to make us think that you're being genuine so that you can escape. So when we see these behaviors, we can't assume that it means this, because we've done that before, and sometimes it was this, and that doesn't feel good. We know that these are defense mechanisms, okay? We know about that. You have to do those when you get into these situations. When the guy just goes, "You like me now," sometimes you have to go, "Okay."
Sure, yeah. I mean, some guys are just, a little weird. But all you got to do is look in the mirror. Do you resemble Ryan Reynolds? Are you tall? Do you have abs of steel? If you do, then you know where you're at. If you don't, she's trying to escape. Get it? Okay.
So you give out fake signals so that you can escape. When you like a guy and you're giving out real signals, he has to wonder if maybe they're fake because he has been this guy before. That's what you don't understand. When you like a guy, you can't imagine him being this guy. But we have...
Well, fear will ravage. It depends, where you're at. Because U.S., the average male is, 5'9", I believe? But if you go to Denmark, the average male is like 5'11". So they get tall over there. It must be gravity or something. But yeah, I mean, it's just women just have this programming. You got to be tall. You got to be this. You got to make me feel safe. Like a 5'7" guy who's trained in fucking martial arts wouldn't be able to protect you. Doesn't matter. I want somebody tall with a big dick and big monies and stuff.
We've all made this mistake of we see you do this and we go, "Oh, this girl must like me," and you really didn't. Imagine that there's a taco truck and you go and you say, "I'll have 1 chicken taco and one," and the guy goes, "We don't have any tacos. Get away from me." And you go, "What? But you're in a taco truck." And he goes, "But I have to be in a taco truck or else people will get mad at me for parking here." And it's like, okay, are there tacos?
Yeah, well, the Scandinavian country, psycho, they grow them tall up there. They grow up tall and strong.
Or like, if you got that treatment, you might become afraid.
Ian Blade says, "I look like Jason Statham on an off month." Oh my God, he's a super Chad. Yeah, Jason Statham's a good-looking guy. Like who's the soccer player guy? Beckham, David Beckham. It's a good-looking guy. Sting when he was younger, good-looking guy. Yeah, if you look like Sting or David Beckham, you're in. Like Flynn or Flint or whatever it is.
To get tacos. So when you give us this treatment, we have to wonder, like, is...
Well, Riggs. I got to read this personally. You need a massive schlong if they didn't weigh more than True Blood's truck and more watered out than a 300,000-mile Honda Accord. What are you saying about my car? It hurts me. William Stenchenhammer is here. William. Merry Christmas, William. We've been together almost 10 years, and it's always good to see you. All right, guys.
Is this one of the fake taco truck times, or like what's going on here?
Yeah.
Experience China before communism. A life-changing performance. Shen Yun.
Shen Yun.
Buy tickets on shenyun.com.
There you go. Go to the Chinese dance festival. It'll be great. Go ahead.
I hear about the male loneliness epidemic. Think about something my therapist has said to me.
Oh, good therapy. That'll help this guy.
That'll waste a lot of money. Therapy. Perfect. Good. Men should just go to more therapy. Gee, I wonder if there's any ulterior motive in that, because most therapists are women. And they want to take your money. Of course, you should go to a therapist. Because, go to the therapist. Spend $100 an hour. Why not? Why not?
You do want to help him, right?
Historically,
Nope.
women have always had to have endless empathy for men.
Really? Endless empathy for men. Did you guys catch that? Women have always had to have
You want to
that.
help him, right?
Historically, women have always had to have endless empathy for men.
You ever know it's always historic? Well, historically, back in 1518, women weren't allowed to go out without their fucking clothes on. So, my God, that's why we're here today, 700 years later. Such fucking bullshit. Oh, my God. Where does this come from?
In the 50s and the 40s, women would snap.
In the 50s.
And they would get thrown into like an insane asylum.
So society was unfair to women.
So there were a few women who were tossed in an insane asylum at some point in the history of the world. Some women were lobotomized because Frances Fisher, I believe, the actress, was lobotomized. Okay, so these things happen. We understand that. They were bad things. And since they were bad things, we don't do them anymore. Do you understand? We figured out as a society this was a bad thing to do. Thus, we don't do them anymore. Nope. Oh, well, back in history, there were 5 women that were put in the insane asylum. Yeah. Right.
80 years ago.
The modern feminist movement on display. Yeah. JFK's sister was lobotomized. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Since we're all collectively to no longer be endlessly empathetic, we can maybe put all the men who complain about the loneliness epidemic in the insane asylums.
So,
sure. So what? Let me formulate my bullshit here for a minute.
Since we're all collectively deciding to no longer be endlessly empathetic, we can maybe put all the men who complain about the loneliness epidemic in the insane asylums.
Okay, so because there were several women over history, hundreds of years, thousands of years, that were put in insane asylums for something which we all agree was probably a bad thing. Now, the men who mention the loneliness epidemic, let's put them in insane asylums and do another bad thing. Do these women fucking actually even understand the words they're saying? This was bad, and thus now we have this. Let's do the bad thing again. Except in this case, it's for men. And well, we don't care about men, so fuck them. I got to get another six.
So first of all, it's not really a loneliness epidemic. It's an epidemic of what men do when they become terminally lonely. Second of all, the men from the 40s and 50s are not the ones lonelying themselves. They've been...
And a very good point is upcoming, gentlemen. I will not even talk over it. Go ahead.
Lonely for a while.
Yes, she did, Pharaoh Ravage. It is all revenge. Well, something bad happened at a certain point, at some time in the past. It could have been 700 years ago. We don't care. What we want to do is take that bad thing that we learned to not do and take that bad thing and do it now to men. Because suddenly then that wouldn't be a bad thing, according to her.
When you say this to women, they usually say, yeah, but there are still some guys today who are not being very nice to women. And that's true, but they're typically...
That's very true, yeah. So then don't go out with those type of men. What? Responsibility? Accountability for my own choices? No. That's oppression.
Typically not the same ones that are lonely. So really there's very little overlap between guys from the 1940s and guys who have hurt you in your life and guys who are lonelying themselves at the fastest recorded rate. And
So she's blaming all men for a few men that she chose to deal with. All men are to blame for that. Of course, we actually don't actually exist because she doesn't.
I think that seems obvious, but some women seem not to care. So that would mean that these guys are guilty for what they did, or for what they did, or you just don't care about them.
People.
So if you don't believe in group-based guilt that transcends personal actions and centuries, you don't believe in group-based guilt that transcends personal actions and so or for what they did, or you just don't care about them.
Missed the frame.
Or
Go ahead.
for what they did, or you just don't care about them.
And that sums up, if you are below a 7 or an 8, you are not people. You do not exist. The only thing you do is get in the way of these women trying to get everything they can. Not people. Now, when some of you young guys start to understand this shit, and I know it's hard, because, you know, if you're young, my dick, and I want to get to the height of it. If you are not here, you are not people. Understand that? Here or not people. End of discussion. But my high school, if you are not here, not people. Okay, I got to cook my chicken now. Let this sink in, guys. I know it's really hard, especially the young guys. I don't know who's young in here. A lot of us are old fucks. You're a young guy. You've just been through high school, maybe early college, and you're going, these women are just, what am I going to do? Look at this chart and try to understand what's going on. Are you going to get some stray pussy over here if you're a not people? Yeah. You'll get something, probably. But if you're looking for the marriage and you want any of these women here, any of them, if you're not here, you are not people. Absorb that. Try to understand. But my mama told me, your mama lied to you. But my grandma told me, your grandma lied to you. This is the harsh reality of the situation we live in today. Now you can sit there and bitch and say, or you can adjust. I want one of these girls over here. I'll take any of them. If you're not here, you are not people. Anyway, I'm going to cook my chicken, you guys. Merry Christmas. I might come back. I might not. We'll see what happens. Always good to see all of you. Hope you had having a wonderful Christmas. And I'll maybe show you it. I'll show you a picture of my chicken when it's done. Yeah. See you later. Bye-bye.